Hello, friends, and welcome to Words for the Soul, Food for the Heart podcast. And I'm Jackie Wickware. Today, we are talking about something that can change your entire faith and focus. No matter where you are in life, no matter how strong your faith is or isn't, I want you to know this. You have what it takes to move forward, to rise, and to achieve what you've set your heart on for 2025. Today, I want to share a story with you. A story about a young woman named Maya. Her story is about pure determination and the power of faith and focus. It's a story that belongs to all of us, regardless of what path we're on, what goals we're chasing, or what challenges we face. So sit back, open your heart, and let's dive in together. Let me introduce you to Maya. She's a young woman, full of dreams and hopes, ready to take on the world. From the time she was just a little girl, Maya had one goal: to become a doctor. She wanted to heal, to help, to be a light in the darkness. But more than that, Maya believed in the God of dreams. She trusted that God had placed this vision in her heart, and she had unwavering faith that with God's guidance, her dreams would one day come to life. But life didn't make it easy for her. See, her family struggled to make ends meet, like so many people. Every step toward her dream for Maya felt like climbing a mountain in the middle of a storm. She worked 3 jobs to make her dream a reality, pouring every ounce of strength she had into it. And then, just when she thought she was making progress, life's circumstances threw her a crushing blow. Maya fell seriously ill. Every dollar she had saved went to medical bills. She had to drop out of medical school. And there she was, sitting in her tiny apartment, staring at her medical textbooks, feeling powerless, crushed, and broken. She thought, maybe this isn't for me. Maybe I'm not cut out for this. But in that dark moment, something stirred deep inside of her. It wasn't loud at first, just a whisper, but it grew into a roar. That something said, get up. You were made for this. You have a fire inside you that cannot be put out. Let me pause right there and ask you, what was happening in that moment? Who do you think it was whispering that message to Maya? Was it her own inner strength finally breaking through the noise of self-doubt? Was it the voice of her faith, the quiet but unshakable assurance that God wasn't done with her yet? It was the Spirit of life. It was the Spirit that had given Maya life in the first place. To be sure, whenever any of us get in those dark places or places of deciding to quit on life and quit on ourselves, the life-giving Spirit implores us to live in and live through our struggle, not as though we're weak, but as those who have been empowered to live with strength, even in struggling places. In 2 Corinthians chapter 12, the Apostle Paul himself was wrestling with a burden that had deeply affected him. He describes asking God 3 times to remove this struggle from his life. And in verse 9, God responds to him with these powerful words, saying, my grace is sufficient for you, for my power is made perfect in weakness. This is a profound reminder that part of a focused faith comes from recognizing that we are not in this thing alone. And see, that's what we're talking about today. Having a focused faith on moving towards, moving into, and accomplishing those things that our hearts are set on. The second part of a focused faith is knowing that not only are we not alone, but there is a power. There is a power source with us, ready to power us up when we are down. It's there ready to coach us and coax us along the way. And this source of power, God's power, is more than sufficient to help us, to lead us, and to breathe life back into us when circumstances have drained it from us. See, we don't always have to have the answers to how to combat every struggle we face. Sometimes we just think that we do. Maya's church family rallied around her during her illness, and a little healthcare clinic in their neighborhood provided her affordable care as she regained her strength within 6 months. And she was able to break through her financial struggles by combining the resources of her faith and support from her community. Even more, a member of her congregation who owned a small business offered her light work from home so she could get healthy and still manage her basic needs while she was recovering. And lastly, because of Maya's exceptional grades, the school's scholarship committee awarded her a scholarship that covered her tuition. Maya not only returned to school, but excelled, completing her degree with honors and paving the way to becoming the doctor she had always dreamed of becoming as a little girl. That's Maya's story, but it's also our story. So let me ask you, what things are you focusing on or plan on getting accomplished this year? And seemingly right out the gate, you already might be struggling with it. I'm talking real talk here. See, focus isn't just about willpower. It's a tool. It's the compass that helps you navigate the struggles and the storms and keeps you aligned with your purpose. So let's look at it. And I need you to work along with me today because you know your situation and I don't. So do me a favor, get a pen and a notepad and let's work through this together. What are you intending to do this year? What are your plans? What are your goals? What are your intentions? Because you have to clarify your vision and your goals. Focus starts with knowing what you want. So what do you want? Here are 3 questions that I want to ask, and I need you to write them down because this is what is going to guide you to settling in and zeroing in on what your vision and your purpose is. And you probably already know. But here's the question. Number 1, what do I truly want to accomplish? Number 2, why is this important to me? And question number 3, ask yourself, what will success look like when I achieve it? You can't focus on what you can't define. So take time now to pray, and later, and throughout the course of what you're trying to accomplish, pray first to get the vision and the direction to clearly help you identify your goals. They are seed ideas. And those seed ideas are already implanted within you by God. So pray to God, the seed giver, to help show you what and why, so you can answer these questions. And when you get those answers, here's the next thing I need you to do. Now write everything down. See, a focused mind needs a clear target, and this will be your blueprint or some semblance of it. And whether it's finishing your degree or building a business or improving your health or working out and getting into shape, your vision is the destination that your focus will guide you toward. And let me say it again. Your vision is the destination that your focus will guide you toward. And listen, once you have declared and defined your goals and your intentions, then take concrete action. What do I mean? Write down one goal concerning your plan today. Then break it down into smaller, actionable steps. For example, if your goal is to save $5,000 for the year, then you would start with a plan to save $100 a week. Why $100? Because there's 52 weeks in a year. Times $100 is actually $5,044. So it gets you beyond your goal. See how I did that? Whatever the goal is, you got to have focus. And clarity gives focus a direction to follow. Clarity gives focus a direction to follow. Then, like Maya, you got to learn to block out the noise and protect your mental space. Because there's always something that's trying to come crashing in and break you and your plans down. Life's circumstances can and often will throw distractions your way. It'll bring doubts. They will come. Critics will show up. Unexpected challenges, yes, will appear. And even your own fear will start to try to keep you right where you are. Because right where you are makes you feel like you're in the safest place to be. But the truth is, God has given you a new vision and a new focus. And focus requires you to silence the noise and prioritize what truly matters. And those times when you feel overwhelmed, pause and pray. And ask God, does this thing that has cropped up move me closer to my goal? Or are these distractions pulling me away from it? See, your focus is like a flashlight in the dark. You must aim it where it counts. Can I say it again? Your focus is like a flashlight in the dark. You must aim it where it counts. And then when those times come, start using the 2-minute rule. That's what I call it. The 2-minute rule. When faced with distractions or decisions, take 2 minutes to evaluate if it aligns with your goals. And if it doesn't, then move on. Lastly, take consistent, deliberate steps. Because small wins build big victories. Small wins build big victories. Focus is not about perfection. It's about consistency. And there may be days when you fall off of the plan. But the best thing to do is get right back in place and position and keep following the plan. Each step matters because each step is success leading you towards the greater success. Progress happens when you take deliberate steps daily, even when motivation runs low or the road feels hard. Remember, Maya didn't achieve her dream overnight. She fought one day, one chapter, and one shift at a time. Each night, I need you to plan 3 specific tasks that will bring you closer to your goal and your intentions. For example, if you're starting a new business, then your specific task may be researching funding options. How am I going to pay for this business? Or it might be researching your competition, or reaching out to find a mentor, or maybe even setting up a website if you're at that stage. Whatever it is, as you go, celebrate each small win. They'll add up over time. And so as you move through this new year, let faith be your foundation and focus be your guide. Trust in the process and believe in your vision. and keep moving forward no matter how steep the climb. I want to pause here for a moment and just simply say, I want to thank you for doing the deep work today and for tuning into Words for the Soul, Food for the Heart. Remember, you are stronger than you know, and your best days are still ahead of you. And if this podcast is helping you, do me a favor. Be courageous. Share it with someone you know who needs it. Until next time, stay inspired, stay focused, and keep the faith. And remember, keep your head to the sky. I'm Jackie Wickware, and I have been your host, and I look forward to seeing you next time. Bye-bye.